So I'm officially doing a Ben 10 tier list. This is a tier list I found on Tier List Maker. It has like every design of the aliens in order, which is super convenient for me. And it has all the way from classic to the reboot. I'm honest, I don't want to be too harsh on the reboot designs because some of them are good. It's just that, I don't know, some of them kind of butcher the designs a little bit. But I'll do my last 10, or my starting 10 at the end, because first I'm going to rank them all how I prefer them. But first, let's go with the GOAT Heat Blast. And I'm gonna go in order, so to make things less complicated. But Classic Heat Blast, you gotta put some respect on his name. Being the first transformation ever, I feel I have a responsibility to put him an S. Especially with, I really like the texturing they do for the lava. And plus his flaming head is really cool. I like that when the flame goes out, you can still see the outline of a head. That's really cool. And him flying on his comet was always the coolest thing to me. Heat Blast is probably in my top 10. Yeah, I'm sticking with that. Heat Blast probably in my top 10. But Classic is definitely my. I don't know if I call my favorite design of Heat Blast. Now I'm looking at Omniverse. I don't know. It has the same face shape that I like with all the colors and texture of UAF, which I'll go ahead and UAF. UAF is good. It's kind of fine. I think he's more like just like Buff Allen. Like if that's right, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he looks like a buffer version of Alan. That's what it looks like to me. This is what I know him from, the Dr. Victor episode. I like that episode. I don't see many people mentioning the episode of Heat Blast because I had a movie disc called Heat Blast Returns, and the only reason why it was called Heat Blast Returns was because it had this episode in it, and that's it. It was like 4 episodes, I want to say. It was the Dr. Victor episode, the plant episode, and I want I can't remember the other ones. I'm pretty sure. I know it yeah, this is it. I had this exact one. It had Sunder, I think that's what his name is. It was Sunder, the alien ships, the one from Alien Swarm. It had him and Antonio and Sunny, I believe, and Eon. The Eon episode is really good. I'm gonna probably rank the Alien Force. Not Alien Force. I'm gonna do all of them. I'll do all of the villains in one, because I feel like just doing each series by itself would probably be pretty long. But yeah, I think, it's A tier. That's a solid design. I like the black shading they put on his rocks. That really makes him pop out more. But Omniverse has all of the things from each that I like pulled into one. If I can only change it, is that I would make I'd make the red a bit more like the classic, like the more of a maroon brick red, instead of like black with like red shading on the outside. But the reboot, I'll say the reboot Heat Blast is good. That one transformation where they reference the spooky, scary skeletons meme, that one was funny. I like that one a lot. But it's the most solid. Like, it's pretty hard to mess up Heat Blast, but the reboot did a good job. I like the colors they used. I like the bright red they used. It really puts a new spin on him, especially when you compare it to the Heat Blast of Classic Ben when the alien extinction. I like it. Like, even comparing them both in the reboot art style, I still think the reboot did a pretty good job. Classic Wildmutt is the best. Wildmutt has looked, but Wildmutt as an alien, he's a B tier. Like, I'm sorry, Wildmutt's cool. I just don't really like him as an alien. Like, he's not in my top 10. Definitely not in my top 10. But UAF Wildmutt, I wish they didn't get rid of the black lips, because don't even add the lip outline then if you're going to not add the blackness, because then you just make it, like, make my eyes drawn to it. It's like, wait a minute, why the hell isn't his lips black if there's an outline to specifically where his lips are supposed to be black? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But Omniverse had a really good spin. Now, unlike most people, I don't mind the collar. I actually like the collar more than just like the random, like, what is it, like an arm, like a shoulder pad? Like, that's just weird. Like, of all things to give Wildmutt, they gave him like a freaking shoulder armor? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. It makes more sense for him to have a collar. But the center of the chest thing was horrible. That's easily the worst way. My biggest thing with Alien Force in Ultimate Alien is that the center chest thing really can be hit or miss. Like, it can work perfectly, like for Swampfire, Goop, Humongousaur. Those all work great. But Wildmutt, nah, that's just not one of them. It's because he's so hunched down all the time that you don't even see it most of the time. Which, I guess that's why they put the Omnitrix symbol on his arm. But I don't know. Putting it on the chest just hides it too much because his neck is too long. So when he looks down for sniffing, you don't see it. Or like know that it's even there. Up next is Diamond Head. Diamond Head is easily a goated alien. Yeah, he's S tier. He's totally S tier. Classic is so good. I really like the black and white going down the center that he has. I really like that. This is where probably where most of my controversial opinions start forming. Alright. Alien Force Diamond Head. I don't like it. I really don't like Alien Force Diamond Head. And it's because of the Chromastone onesie. I hate it. I just don't like it. I've tried my best. I've looked at it from every angle. It's a C tier. I don't like his design. It's not bad. Like, I can still see how people like it. I just don't personally like the onesie. Because if they were going to make it Chromastone themed, I feel like they should have, I don't know, given him like the pink spikes in the back. Like, make it look like a real hybrid. Because that's what they were doing, because Chromastone was inside of Diamond Head, and Diamond Head was like a protective cocoon for Chromastone when he was shattered. And speaking of which, I saw a short today about Diamond Head versus Chromastone. I'm sorry, Chromastone wins. Like, I understand that Diamond Head won against Vilgax, you know, power of 10 worlds. I get that. I totally get that. That is a really good feat for Diamond Head. But can Diamond Head recreate his entire planet? I don't think so. Me personally, no. I don't think Diamond Head is beating Chromastone ever. Chromastone is their god, or like their equivalent to like be like an evolution of it, I guess. But Omniverse Diamond Head is almost as good as Classic, just not quite. I like his suit. I really like his suit and the back spikes that makes it more spread out and bigger. I love that. I love that shit. That's probably some of my favorite designs. And I like the big chin. The big chin works for Diamond Head because he already had a chin that already jutted out. But yeah, Diamond Head for Omniverse is just a good, decent design. Now, Reboot is unique because where did he get the yellow from? Like, I never got that. Why was his jumpsuit black and yellow? That always confused me. But like, I don't hate it. It's a fine color combo. It's just weird they chose yellow for Diamond Head. Because the yellow doesn't really match the cyan crystals he has. So, I don't know, that's just like a weird design. But, okay, I'm about to say Alien X. Accelerate. Accelerate is absolutely S tier. I'm really gonna be glazing classic, wow. But wait, this is foreshadowing. I'm an OV defender. I really like a lot of Omniverse's redesigns, more than most people I've learned, but I'll speak my part when that happens. Now, for Accelerate for Classic, I really like the mask. The mask is easily the coolest part about Accelerate. No one can tell me different. When Accelerate puts down the visor, it looks so peak. But I like the tail. I like how sleek he looks. Like, he looks aerodynamic. That's what I expect when I see a fast character. And I like that he has like rotating balls for feet. That makes it so much cooler, like very much more unique than just, oh yeah, he just runs really fast. No, he glides. Like, he can change directions, he can pivot. That's so cool. That's really, really creative. That's what I really like Accelerate, but people really like to glaze him, so I kind of get in that mentality of, I mean, he's good, but like, he's not the best. No, he's one of the best. Like, I'll say it. I'll say it loud and proud in my chest. Accelerate's one of the best. Now, Alien Force, he never used. He always used Fast Track in UAF. And, I mean, I can't even tell his design. Let me hear. Acceler 9. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess this counts. I guess like only Heroes United is the only thing you can see him in. So Heroes United looks fine. I don't like his face. His face looks weird. Yeah, it looks like his lip is like jutting up and out. Like, it looks like he has an overbite. Which, I mean, technically he does. I don't know. I think it's the way they drew his helmet. Yeah. I don't know. Something about it just rubs me the wrong way. It gives me an ick. But yeah, I'll put that's like a solid. Well, yeah, that's a B tier. I'll call it B. Now, Omniverse is really good because of the green. I think the green really makes the blue pop out more than the white does. But it's not as sleek. Like, it doesn't look as one collective piece as Classic drew Accelerate. Like, the part of like his arms. Like, the proportions I really like. I like the back spikes coming out from Accelerate. I always like those. That's like something I'm a sucker for in any design, is back spikes. But the way the model is, specifically this one, in motion, it looks good. The tail just looks like it's plopped on there. And the claws just look weird to me. I don't like the claws. Like, for Omniverse specifically, the claws just look weird. Like, it looks like a piece, like a machine piece that's just like slips right in. It looks like a Phillips head. It looks like a Phillips head screwdriver. And this is a bit more of a blue tinted Accelerate. But look at the way these are. Like how they individually go in and out. Like, it looks like each one goes into the skin. I don't know, this one just looks like it goes in too deep. Like, where the flesh is, it looks like he's kind of wearing a glove. That one just always looked weird to me, but it's still a really good design. Now, the reboot did something I actually quite like. I like Accelerate with the hook claws. I like it quite a bit. But it's very smooth, not very smooth, very rounded. He doesn't feel sleek. And plus, didn't they get rid of, I thought they get rid of his, like, ball feet thingies. No, they kept it, yeah. I don't know why, for some reason, I remember them not having it. Right. I remember where it's from. It was from the different worlds that the reboot did sometimes. And it had a video of a baby Accelerate running without the balls. And that's what it reminded me of. It didn't, I think it's like in the show, or in that episode, it's like the balls they put on their feet specifically was made in like a cave of lightning. I don't know, that was kind of weird. I might have to fact check myself on that.
Accelerate, stand back and let Mother Nature do the trick. Success! Once obtained, the gliders allow for speeds of more than 500 miles per hour.
But Gray Matter is really solid. I think Gray Matter is a solid design. For the small but large intelligence, I like that a lot. Actually, he's probably not A tier. He's more of a B tier. He is a B tier, yeah. I'm comfortable in saying Gray Matter is a B tier alien. But his design in Classic is probably my favorite. Yeah, he's definitely my favorite. Now, this is what I was talking about, that the chest badge doesn't work all the time. Specifically with Gray Matter, it looks horrible. It just breaks up the symmetry of the line going down perfectly. It just bothers me so much. But Omniverse did a really good job with it. I think the green jumpsuit looks just as good as the white one. But the eyes are just kind of weird. I think the head shape to me is weird because it's so very angular. It doesn't feel round like in the original series. Like it has, yeah, like you can count the sides they used to make his head. I don't like that. That's one of the few things that I don't really like about the Omniverse style. Sometimes it can be really smooth and rounded, and sometimes it can be really jutted and full of straight lines. Like, I'll bring it up when I get to it, but I like it. It's just not my favorite. Now, the reboot didn't do a bad job. I like it just as much as Omniverse. I think the orange eyes are pretty good on Gray Matter, all things considered. I think the green really makes up all of the, other greenness you'd see on other aliens. But with Omniverse, he had green eyes and a green jumpsuit, so it kind of blended together. I think giving Gray Matter orange eyes really helps it out while keeping the green jumpsuit. Now, Forearms, the GOAT. He's either an S or an A tier. Design-wise, he's an S tier, but I'd have to say out of usefulness, I'll probably give him an A. And his design is good. It's this bottom patch right here that I was always confused with as a kid, though. Because that little bottom square right there, is that a beard? Like, is that facial hair? Because that's what I thought for Omniverse, it was facial hair. And even the reboot did it. So, like, is that facial hair? Because, I don't know. That one, it's just a weird design for me, because I would have made it stop at the mouth. Not let it keep continuing. But, yeah, UAF Forearms. I don't like the ponytail. I hate it. I really hate the ponytail. And I have experience with this one, with this version, because I played the game Cosmic Destruction, and I played on the PS4, or the PS3. It wasn't on the 4. And I put in the code in the game because back before everything was digital, you could open the game, and sometimes on the back there would be these little special cheat codes you can put in on the cheat menu, because you can put in for like infinite health, infinite energy, and if you put in a code you can unlock, it was either Forearms or Wrath. and I really wanted Raph because I like Raph more than Forearms, I'll tell you. Especially this version. Ugh. I was so mad because I think Xbox got Raph and PlayStation got Forearms. I was so mad, but I think they had like the same moveset. Cosmic Destruction. I'm pretty sure that, yeah. First up, his model was kind of, well, not kind of, was ugly. Yeah, I much prefer Raph's design because, I mean, it's a giant tiger with knives coming out of its forearms. It's pretty cool. That's awesome. I'd love to see that in canon. But yeah, this one I'm just not a big fan of. Now, Alien Omniverse had a pretty good design. I like it more than UAF, that's for sure. The mustache and facial hair in general, I'm very meh about because it's weird that Ben has facial hair as an alien, but not as a human. But I do like the jumpsuit design. The suit design is really good. Now, Reboot did a pretty good job keeping it simple, like the classic. I know they gave... Yeah, they gave him... I like the gloves. I like the little circle cutout gloves. Like, I'm a sucker for like these kinds that have like little cut off right here. Those are cool. But I don't know, the fingerless gloves, those really gave him more of a bruiser energy than just regular black gloves. Jesus, what is that? I've never seen that version before. Good God. Alright, Stinkfly. Out of all the flying aliens, I think Stinkfly is the worst. Because he doesn't fly that fast, and his main thing is that he can shoot goo from his eyes. And his wings need to dry. I find that so very limiting. I personally don't fuck with that. But the classic series is easily the best he's ever looked. It's not even close. And for UAF, their design is fine, though in that one shot, Stinkfly does look like a horse when he was helping UAF Ben in the, what was it, the Infinity Forge? Or what was it called? When they use the map Infinity to go to the realm of Alien X's. I can never remember UAF facts. That's like the series I remember the least about. But Omniverse Stinkfly is so ugly. Which I know that's the point. The point is that he's ugly. I just hate it so much. And it's too green. I'm more tolerant of green on Ben 10, but yeah, UAF Stinkfly is just way too green. I don't like that they turned his head green too. Like, that should have stayed. The black head should have stayed to differentiate the green horn eyes. And this is worse. Oh my god. I can finally talk about this. I hate the reboot Stinkfly. Oh my god. I can't tell you how much I despise this design. Because it's so human. That's my main problem. That all the reboot aliens look way too human. Like, they all just look like a guy. Like, oh, what's this Stinkfly about? This bug that has 4 legs, arms, wings, and 4 eyes that can shoot out goo. How about we just take all of those really cool properties, smush them into just a regular dude in cosplay, and give him wings. And make him look like a Tick character. Looks like a side character from the Tick. I hate him. I hate him so much. Ugh, God. It pisses me off. It's the only design that genuinely pisses me off. But it's a cartoon, you know, that's whatever. Now Ripjaws had some crazy aura when he shows up. Well, when he shows up in water, he has really good aura. Any other time, no. Like, the amount of times we've seen Ripjaws just go, I'm a scary fish that can rip your head off, to fire. Oh no! Guess I'm fucked. Like, the amount, like, how quickly he goes from menacing to, oh god, I'm frying. It kills me. Because I want to like him. I want to like him so bad. He has such a cool design. But damn does he fumble in a lot of fights whenever he's out of water. Now, Catfish Ripjaws is horrible. I don't know why they decided to do that. Oh yeah, I just want to clarify, these aren't in order. Like, these are just ones I put in next. But yeah, Catfish Ripjaws I just don't like. I don't know why they gave him whiskers of all things, because the whole premise was that he was an anglerfish, not a catfish. This just looks weird. Like, I don't know, it just looks way too, it doesn't look alien, it looks too normal. It looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon. That's what it looks like, that's what I'm trying to say. Now, Omniverse really did good justice with this design, because he looks so monstrous. Like, oh my god, I freaking love UAF. Omniverse. The amount of times I've already messed that up is astounding. But yeah. Rip Jam. Yeah, Rip Jam is pretty cool. I like the webbed hands. I always loved the aquatic designs, webbed hands. The belt, I'm not too crazy about the belt, but it's fine. It's a fine design that is just cool just to plop on, but they didn't need the design though. Like, the belt was not needed for Ripjaws. I don't get that. Also, Reboot Ripjaws right here, horrible. I hate him. But he's not on this list, so we're not counting him. Okay, Upgrade is my favorite alien of all time. That's it. That's the truth. Upgrade is my absolute favorite alien of all time. And Classic is my favorite. It absolutely is my favorite. Now, UAF just didn't do a good job, I'll be honest. It just looked like Bellicus? No, it's not Bellicus. It's the guy, the upgrade that had ship. I can never remember his name. Even though he was part of one of the episodes in one of the episodes that I saw when it premiered. Oh my god, it's killing me. But this design is fine to me. It's a B tier. It's very middle of the road. It's meh to me. Like, it doesn't pop out. At least the Omnitrix is on the chest, and I like that all the pattern design from the top two, it looks like a chain coming down, and that's where the Omnitrix is hanging. That looks cool to me. Now, Omniverse I'm fine with. I think it's just as fine as UAF. The only thing is Omniverse does have the Omnitrix on his eye. I don't like that. I don't think anybody likes that. There's a perfect spot in his chest where it goes through, and it literally is perfect to where you're supposed to put it on the chest. Like, it makes no sense why they didn't put it, yeah, like this. Right there. It's perfect. Like, oh my god, I hate it. But I think we can all agree this is the best design. I love the proportions. That's all I'll say. The proportions of Omniverse Upgrade is great. Giving him the same color palette as Classic makes it my favorite. It's absolutely my favorite. But the proportions for Classic is also really good. I like it a lot. Oh, real quick. Heroes United forgot the symbol. Why did they forget that symbol, huh? I hate that. Why did they forget that symbol? I'm kidding, it doesn't really matter all that much. I do like that this part glows. I would like it more on Omniverse if the part in black actually glowed like this, because that's really cool. Yeah, I like this design. I would keep this, I keep the same shade of green, but I make it glow. Reboot, I don't like Reboot, I'll be honest. A lot of people like the stepping away from green with purple. I think purple, why purple of all colors? I don't like it that it's purple. It just looks ugly. I'm sorry to all the emos and goths out there. You know, I love you. You know, goth girls are great. Black and purple does not fit Upgrade. I just don't think so. Now, Ghost Freak in Classic was a great design. Like, it's easily some of my favorite designs. Like, Classic did, as you could tell, Classic with Classic designs go crazy. They do a really good job. But Ghost Freak was always my favorite that I wish they used more. I get that that they tried to do the whole, oh, Ben just feels weird around so he doesn't use him as often. I feel like we should have been able to see that more, because it really just, it's like, oh, he uses Ghost Freak like what? Twice, maybe 3 times, if you're counting the episode that Ghost Freak also breaks out. I don't know. It just feels weird to go from 1, 2, now he's out. We should have seen Ghost Freak probably at least 2 more moments. The first moment could be Ben being a bit more brutal. The second time could be Ghost Freak actually taking over. And then when Ghost Freak fights the evil circus freaks, that's when I think Ghost Freak should have actually taken over for real and have that episode play out the way it does. It just feels weird that it goes from normal, oh no, he's evil. But UAF, I really mess with the design. I think they should have kept the purple eye, which may be my only real gripe about it, because it's really good. I like the design a lot. The only thing it does mess up is when Ben says, it always felt weird when I was Ghost Freak, and then it literally shows him casually using Ghost Freak like it's nothing. But I actually prefer this design for Ghost Freak in UAF than to this one, because to me this is the scare. Like, Ben just became the scare. Like, this shouldn't be a Ghost Freak transformation, this should be more like the scare with an Omnitrix symbol on it. But I much prefer this one. I like the gray design more than the scare. Now, Omniverse though, unlike most people, I fuck with the chains. I like the chains a lot. I like that it's very spiritual, but it also feels very symbolic of the Omnitrix taking extra precaution to keep Ghost Freak in. Like how the chains are spawning from the Omnitrix itself. So it's like, yeah, we gotta make sure this guy stays in control at all times so Ghost Freak doesn't accidentally escape again. Also, it's weird that Ghost Freak can have DNA, yet he doesn't have any life essence. Like, unless you think like a zombie alien would count. Okay, Cannonball is where I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat from. I don't like Cannonball. Alright, Cannonball is good. I like what he represents. Represents Ben getting more aliens, you know, in the Omnitrix. That's great. I love that shit. But his design is very mediocre to me. Like, his sumo design is probably my favorite, to be fair. I like the sumo one a lot. Now, I like Classic a lot, but UAF, just for some reason, I don't know what it is. It's the black line. I don't know. He just looks a lot more clean without it. But I think I like all of them equally. Honestly, probably besides Reboot. Reboot I don't like. he looks too too plushy. Like he looks like a plushie. Reboot Cannonball looks more plushy than like a wrecking ball. Because all of these designs, when they go into a ball, it looks like it could do some damage. I never think that when I see Reboot. It just looks way too, oh, it looks like I can just like pick him up. Like he looks like a little cuddly guy. I could just like, it looks like I would give my nephew, it looks like I'd give my nephew him for his birthday. But Wildvine is great. I really like Wildvine. He's an A tier. I was gonna say S tier, but I'm sticking with A tier. I like Wildvine a lot, but I don't feel like Wildvine was used enough for me to give him the S tier. Now, UAF Wildvine, I don't think he ever really used UAF. No, he didn't. For some reason, I was thinking back to that plant episode with Jimmy. I thought he used Wildvine in that episode. He didn't. I was thinking of the one where he appears in Classic. No, he never did. It was only in the intro, which really sucks. That's one of my main things with Ultimate Alien Alien Force. When he does unlock new aliens in his old one, we never get to see him use it. Now, Omniverse, I like the proportions in Omniverse, but I think the... Here, I'll show you what I mean. I liked Wildvine a lot in the, what was it, Deadly Pursuit game on Flash. That was great. I always like that. Yeah, what I don't like is the chin. The chin just doesn't really work all too well for me. He just looks too goofy, I guess. Like, I don't know. There's just something about the head shape and the way it looks I just don't vibe with. Like, if... Actually, I never seen Classic. Okay, I like it without... I like him a lot more without the belt. Maybe it's the eye. I think that's what it is. I think it's the eye design. The way it just looks like a regular eye. It doesn't bolt out like it does in Classic. I think that's what it is. And the fact that he doesn't have as fucked up teeth. I think that's what it is. That's why I don't like it so much. You know what? Now that I'm talking about it, I'm gonna put it back down to B tier. Okay, Reboot Wildvine, I'm gonna talk about this, is horrible F tier. This is what I mean. They turned Wildvine, fucking, how do you go from this crazy 6-leg design, or sorry, 5 legs. I didn't mean to miscount. The 5 legs, 2 arms, Venus flytrap head, to the most bare bones and basic design I've ever seen. He doesn't even have the Venus flytrap head. Like, they scaled down everything that made Wildvine and just made him a plant superhero. Like, I wouldn't bat an eye if I saw this guy just strutting around in DC. I hate it. I hate it so much. And what makes me hate it more is that the Shock Rock upgraded version did have the flytrap thing. It looked more like a taser, but still, he had it. It was cool. I liked it. Alright, these are the Ben 10,000 aliens. And this is Spitter. Spitter's cool. I like Spitter a lot. For as little as screen time he got, he made an impression on me that I liked quite a bit. And you know what? All of them are pretty top tier. I like all of them. Omniverse is unique because I like that it looks like it sags a bit, like in the front. I like Omniverses a little bit more than all of the other ones, mainly because I think he looks better with a green eye than the yellow. That's what I noticed too, is that they started making a lot of the aliens with yellow eyes have green, going forward since Classic. I think Spitter's a pretty good addition to that team, since he looks way better with green eyes to me than yellow. Next is Buzzshock. Classic Buzzshock was fine. Like, it was very much Stinkfly-esque in design. That's what it kind of reminded me of because of the black, white, and the green. The color palette really made me think of Stinkfly. And the design is fine. Like, I don't hate it. Not at all. I don't hate it at all. It's very... to me, it's one... Buzzshock is one of those aliens that I've never had a big fondness to, and I don't think many people ever did. But I do like Omniverse's design the most. I think it makes sense that he looks like a battery. Give him that little bolt with like, I think he has like a plus and a minus sign on him. I think that's really cool. I like that a lot. And I don't think I've ever seen the reboots, but it looks like the same, so I'll just put it with the rest of them. Okay, Arctiguana. This, I've seen a lot of people vouch and say that the classic version is better. I don't. I hate this version of Arctiguana. I don't like it. And as much as I do, as much as I like the classic Arctiguana, he's just meh to me. Same with UAF. I think Omniverse did a great job improving his design. Also, yeah, I think OV deserves an A tier. I genuinely do. Now, Arctiguana from UAF and Classic looks very stretched out, kind of. Like, look at Omniverse. I like that they went full cute. I think Arctiguana definitely works better when he's more cute. I like the claws. I much prefer these kind of claws than these fingers with knuckles. And plus the back spikes look a lot sharper and more like they're made of ice. I think that's way cool. And also the chest design. I like the white strips a lot more than the bare blue. Like, it looks weird. And I get that that's the point. Just Omniverse looks more appealing on the eyes than this version of Arctiguana does. Like, he just looks like, eh. Like, that's the sound you make, that kind of sound. But I much prefer the cute version than the more ugly, I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, just ugly. Now, Benwolf is cool. I think most people liked Benwolf when they first saw him. Benwolf is cool. I like that his mouth was able to split open like a predator and do a sonic howl. That's awesome. And UAF and Classic design are pretty much the same. It's just UAF has his Omnitrix symbol on his chest. Now, this is where it's different. Blitzwolfer, I think I like Blitzwolfer a little bit more than the Classic design, but only because that they gave him more fur. I really like the more fur aspect to him. And I don't mind the name Blitzwolfer. I think learning that it's named after a guy called, is his name called Blitzwolfer? I can't remember. It just shows that I don't care what the guy is referring to. They shouldn't have renamed him Blitzwolfer if that's who it is. But I think the name alone is cool if you don't realize what it connects to. But yeah, I do agree that Benwolf is a better name. I just think people hate on Blitzwolfer too much. And I don't like the braces. I think that's like a weird added design that they didn't need. Like, the costume, the jumpsuit itself looks really cool. I think the Omnitrix chain going over his fur looks really awesome. Yeah, I like Omniverses a little bit more than Classic, but I can take or leave them both. Next is Upchuck. Now, I'm gonna say this. Classic Upchuck, I didn't like. To be fair, I don't like Upchuck in general. He was never my favorite alien. He wasn't even my favorite new aliens added. That might have actually been Wildvine, now that I'm thinking about it. I think Wildvine probably would have been my favorite additions. That or no, it's Ditto. Yeah, definitely Ditto. But yeah, I think UAF did a good design too, but the Heroes United version, oh man, is he bad. I don't like the Heroes United version. I don't like that they gave him lips. Oh, I hate the lips on him. He looks so gross. Oh my god, I hate it. Oh man, yeah, Heroes United had absolutely the worst design of Upchuck. Yeah, I don't like him. But Ben 23, I actually really like his design. I think the color palette switch is really good for classic Omniverse. But I think all of them are pretty much the same. I think what are their names called? It's like the Merc and Perk. I think the duller green one is the Merc and the lighter green one is the Perk. Oh my god, we doing perks. But yeah, I much prefer the lighter green one than the darker green, just because I prefer the overbite than the underbite. But that's just me. If anyone told me that the other is their favorite, that's totally understandable. Now this is Ben Mummy. I can't get over those really uncreative names. I really like Ben Mummy. Honestly, he might go into S tier. Nah, I'm gonna save S tier for the ones I really, really like. He's an A tier. That's a solid A tier. I like Ben Mummy. I'll say this. With the exception, Snarrow from Omniverse is so much better. That is an S tier. That's an absolute S tier. I freaking love Snarrow's design in Omniverse. And UAF is Sam. It's pretty much didn't really change anything from Classic, so it's still good. But Snarrow, I really love the faceplate. I love giving him more Pharaoh actual, like the gold, the more plateness of it, the black and the arm stretching. Plus, I think Snarrow's a way better name than Ben Mummy. You got me on Ben Wolf. Blitzwolfer's a stupid name. Snarrow's way better. Ben Mummy is stupid. I will never get over that. Ben Mummy is so much more stupid than Ben Wolf. It's messing my brain up. Oh my god, I hate Ben Mummy. And Ben Frankenstein. Like, those three are just, like, very uncreative names. Yeah, this is one time. The more Pharaoh, like, hood, I love that way more than Classics. And the arm braces with gold implementing them, that's great. I really like that. Now, Classic Frankenstrike, no, it's not Ben Frankenstein, it's Ben Victor, I'm pretty sure. Ben Victor is cool, but I just never really had much of a connection with him. I never looked at him and went, damn, that's cool. He just never really had that much aura about him, I guess. I liked his pants and the shoes, though. Like, the full metal shoes and being able to stick to surfaces with electromagnetism, that's really cool. And same with the UAF, since their design is the exact same from Classic. I'll put this in S tier. I really like Frankenstrike. Frankenstrike's design is really, really good. I do agree that it's kind of weird that he has active scarring and like staples on him. That's kind of weird. But besides that, I like it quite a bit. I think it did a pretty good job overall, especially with all the stitches and stuff to make him look more like a monster. Alright, so Ditto is my favorite. He's gotta be probably in my top 10 favorite. He's in my top 5. Ditto is in my top 5 favorite. I won't apologize for that. Ditto is goated. I don't care what anybody says. Same UAF, same design, just on his chest. I think the chest design is a little bit worse, but still the same design. Looks great. Now Omniverse, I'll have to say that's an A tier. It is a step down. I think, now like Arctiguana, they did go full in on cute, and I like that. I like that they went full in on cute. It looks good, it's just not the same. Classic looks a lot more blobby, like a lot more like stretchy, I guess. Like he just has that presence about him. I think it looks really good. Next up is iGuy. And iGuy is quite the conundrum because I have some good experiences with iGuy and I got some bad ones. Because when I first saw the movie Secrets of the Omnitrix, I got the iGuy beginning, and I gotta say that's my least favorite beginning. I much prefer the Heat Blaster Accelerate. But his design is cool. I do like the eye puns. That one's funny. The one on the... no. See? It's on his chest. You can't put the symbol on his chest. That's where the big eye is. You can't put that there. Now Omniverse, that one's really good. I quite like the belt design they put on him. I'm pretty sure they did the belt. Either that or Classic. Yeah, I really like the belt design they gave for him. Because for the legs and pants, it makes sense. I like how top heavy he looks as well. iGuy is just one of those aliens that are like really forgotten a lot, but he's really versatile. He can shoot like electricity, fire, ice. Like, people don't give iGuy his just dues. Like, put some respect on him. He looks good, and he has some pretty cool abilities. Now, Classic Waybig is S tier. God, he's so cool. Classic Waybig is so much presence when you first saw him in the movie. It's this way bigger than life. The biggest alien Ben has. And I'd say like second to third strongest, I'd say. I don't know. It depends on whether or not you think that Waybig is stronger than Atomics, which I probably say Atomics is stronger just because that Ben decided to fuse Alien X and Atomics together, not Alien X and Waybig. So, me personally, I say Atomics is probably stronger than Waybig, but it's kind of one of those, you can make a good argument for either. Now, UAF Waybig, I don't think many people like his design because of how much they stripped him back. Because they got rid of the second pair of eyes that are on his, like, cheek. Like, you don't think that's a bit necessary so he can look down? I do like I will say, simplistic wise, it does look good. It is a fine design. It's not great though. Like, it's cool. I like the Ultraman designs, but like, it looks like nothing. It looks like meh. I do get the giant vibe from him though. I will say, giving him like the head fin, keeping the head fin, making the blades more, or making his arms come out to blades, make him look a lot more cooler. I like the red streaks going up. like it looks a lot more simplistic, and that's fine. But compared to OG, it's just not as good. Although I will say, don't like the feet buckles. I don't know why they gave them buckles. That's just dumb to me. I do prefer the like feet, like regular boot design, I guess. I don't know. The clawed feet just looks weird to me on Waybig. I don't know. Omniverse, I like Omniverse more than I like Classic, I'll say. Omniverse design is like a perfected version between Classic and UAF, where it take all the really good colors of UAF and the simplistic markings that he has, mixed with the really cool shoulder things from Classic. The head fin makes it a lot cooler. Like, oh man, I freaking can't tell you how much I love Omniverse Waybig. It's easily my favorite. I'm glad they didn't give him the clawed feet like they did. The arm blades look so much cooler. Like, he just looks deadly, and I really like that. And they gave him the eyes, technically. Like, I don't know if you'd consider these as eyes, because they don't look organic, they look like metal, which I have seen people say that that's kind of confusing, that they didn't know these were eyes. But, me personally, I really liked it. And Reboot, I do not remember a Reboot. Reboot Waybig looks almost exactly like UAF. Or not Omniverse. Jesus! You see what it's doing to me? All these different names. I can't freaking remember. But yeah, it looks almost exactly like the Omniverse design, just with a shittier face. Yeah. It does not yeah, Omniverse's design does not transfer well to the Reboot one. God, it looks so bad. It looks so bad. Oh god. I don't like it. I'll be honest, I really don't. But like, it's fine. I like it more than Upgrade, at least Reboot Upgrade, I guess. Okay, I don't even know if you count this, like Eon from the live action. Like, I don't even know where to put Eon, because like, he doesn't have a design. It's just a dude. Just a dude in some clothes. Rat. I forgot that Race Against Time just makes rat. I forgot it's like he's fucking mewing in that picture. Although I will say my favorite design of Eon probably is UAF. Like, his helmet is very simple, but a really good design. But yeah, I don't really know where I'd put it, but like, considering it's just like a guy, it's F tier. Like, meh. Okay, well, hold on. Now that I'm looking at it more, hold up. The gauntlets actually look pretty cool. The gauntlets and the leather trench coat, okay, hold on. That's really simple. Just as a fit for a guy to wear at Comic-Con, that's awesome. I actually really like that. The more I won myself over, just looking at it more, the design, the trench coat, how edgy in 2000s it look. I can't put it anywhere but A tier. Like, it's really just like a product of its time. So yeah, I actually like it a lot. I won myself over. Now, Swampfire, that's a S tier. Everybody knows that Swampfire is some of the best character designs they've ever made. Now, okay, but Blossom form though. This is where I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate. I like Blossom form just as much as I like the regular form. Now that may be heresy. I may be talking a little bit wild here, but I think they've done a really good job with the Blossom form. I think the openness, the open popped collar looks awesome. And it looks like his head is a burning fire. I think that's what they were trying to go for, is that his head looks like fire. And not only that, is that his whole body now looks like a knight. Like, it reminds me of a knight. Like a green knight. Like the thorns coming out reminds me of like medieval armor. Like with all the spikes coming out. Okay, wait a minute. I didn't even know. Okay, now that I'm seeing them side by side, I actually like Omniverse's Swampfire a lot, like pre-Blossom, comparatively. I was just gonna start saying, man, Blossom looks so cool, it's so awesome. His head looks like fire, and it looks like a knight. It looks like fire shooting out of his arms, that's so cool. Looking at it now, no, it's not as good. First off, I prefer the feet, it looks like mangrove roots. Yeah, I say Omniverse probably has my favorite design. Yeah. God, that looks so much cooler. Except for this. I don't know what this is about. Oh, this was during his stages, that's right. Okay, now that I'm seeing it, I actually kind of like this one. This one looks, I like the square chin it gives him. I like that. Okay, this version might actually be my favorite, and it has all the thorniness of the post Blossom. Okay, I'm actually messing with this now. Okay, so well now I gotta go to it. Yeah, Blossom isn't as good as pre-Blossom, UAF or otherwise. I'll say it, but I do think Blossom looks good. Another thing, I might go over 5 years later designs, but I think they did a fine job with Swampfire. I don't like the black feet coming out of the pods. I thought that was kind of weird, but that's just me. Now, Echo, I don't like. I don't like Echo because he's just a repeat of what Ditto does, but now he shoots out sound. I don't like that. Oh, no. It's not that I don't like that, it's the fact that I think Echo should have had a different power than being able to split off just like Ditto does. Now, first, his design is B. Like, he does look like a regular, he looks like a little dude, like a little buddy. Just like a big head with headphones in. And I don't know. I feel like Echo should have been given a different power than being able to split away. Like, maybe he's able to... I really can't think of anything right now would be better. Like, maybe he could be able to take off his headphones and like place them in front of him and use them as projectiles, like shoot sound waves out in like mini bursts. I think that would be cool. And besides, he can fly. Isn't that enough? He needs to duplicate, be able to fly, and shoot sonic waves. I think they should have just dropped the splitting off. Being able to fly should have just been enough. But Omniverse, I feel about the same. I think he does look a little bit uglier. I don't like the popping out eyes. I think that's super stupid. I don't think they should have ever done that. But I like the little circle on his stomach. I like that they made him a lot more stumpy. That makes him a lot cuter. Just the face is just ugly as sin. And Humongousaur, I'm gonna get some flack. I never really liked Humongousaur all that much. He was a B tier to me. He's like... He's like 4 arms, but like not as good. I mean, he's stronger than 4 arms, don't get me wrong. He's definitely stronger than 4 arms, that's more than shown. But he's not as interesting as 4 arms to me. Like, 4 arms beats being able to grow and being a dinosaur. But I don't want, because like, I don't think Omniverse did a bad job. I think the sash is fine. It's just the fact they gave him underwear. I don't know, I'm like really on the verge of giving him a C tier, but I'm gonna stick with B because I don't think it's that bad. And Reboot did a good job with Humongousaur too. I like the Mace Tail. The Mace Tail is probably the best thing they added to Humongousaur, and that's what I think they should have done with Omniverse, is giving him a mace for a tail. That was a genius move. That's really good. Now, Jetray has had some better days, I'll tell you. He peaked at UAF. He peaked, which is sad. But he absolutely peaked at UAF. And, I don't like it. I don't like the Omniverse design for Jetray. He has that face of... Like, he looks like he would gnaw on something if he was nearby. And plus the colors look way too faded. Like, a weird pinkish red doesn't fit him at all. I prefer like a darker red for Jetray. I don't like Omniverse's design at all. Same with Reboot. I don't even know. I found out a lot of people don't know that Reboot actually has Jetray. I hate him. Oh my god, I hate him. Look at him! He just looks like a fucked up gremlin thing. Like, I hate it. Like, it's the face too. The face looks horrible. Like a weird bat with gonorrhea. I hate it. Bottom. Absolute. I probably hate it more than Stinkfly. It's just so bad. I hate it. Now, Big Chill is one of my favorite designs of the series. I think they did such a good job making him look like a Grim Reaper, but also unfurling to make him look pretty insect-like. They did a really good job with his hooded form. I think that's probably my preferred version, but damn does he look so cool flying with his wings out. Now, Omniverse does look good. I'll say that. I think Omniverse looks good. I like it. I think his hooded form looks really cool. Now, I do agree in the fact that the winged out version does look better than his hooded version. I'll say that. Now, you look at it more, I think it fits more that the bigger chest and broader shoulders fits with the bigger wings. And his hooded form, if I could find it. Yeah. This is cool. This gives me more buff Grim Reaper vibes. Or like that guy, the ferryman. He gives me ferryman vibes. Like, I totally see him going on a boat with a stick going, "Would you like to pay the toll?" But yeah, it's not as good as UAF, but OV is good. I'll stand by that. Now, Chroma Stone is also an S tier design. I freaking love Chroma Stone. Which is so sad what Omniverse did to him. It's C tier. It's not F tier. I can enjoy partial designs about it. I don't think Chroma Stone is that bad. But yeah, compared to his UAF version, it's so much better. UAF is so much better than this one. And they had it too. like, there's nothing wrong with this version. I actually prefer this, like the slight change to the UAF one. This one's horrible. I hate this one. It's just horrible. Ugh, like, it's just, I can't even describe it. It gives me an ick. I don't like the mask. And the crystals coming out of his shoulders is really jarring and making it so big. I like the forearms having crystals coming out of it. Same with the crystals coming out of the knees. Those are cool as well. I don't like that they, for some reason, for UAF, they made all of his hands the jewels on him, but peeling away, that's when the rock starts forming. But only his fingers are the jewel parts. I don't like that. But next up is Brainstorm. I'll be honest, Brainstorm is meh to me. Actually, you know what? I like him a lot. He's meh to me because he's like number 20 on my top 20. But I will say, Omniverse has a better design than UAF. I like the streaks going down, and I think the belt looks a lot better than the silver air capsule, or like air pressure thingy they uses to breathe. I like this version a lot more, though I do wish that they kept the bottom part of his design with the little legs. Yeah, I don't like that they gave him only 4 legs, while UAF gave him 6, with the bottom part being actually, you know what? If they gave him just 6 legs, but kept the original torso, I think I'd be like that a lot more. Now that I'm looking at it, it's too rounded. I don't know. If you take away the claws and the legs, he might look like a serpent, like maybe like a snake. He gives off kind of snakish vibes. Give him like little fangs. But yeah, this is great. I really like the Omniverse design a lot, especially giving him little spikes like whiskers. It gives him like, it shows more of like an aged wisdom experience. That's what it looks like to me. Now, Spider Monkey I was never much of a fan of because he looked too much of, oh, you color him brown, take away one set of arms. That's just a regular monkey design. It never came off as more insectoid than monkey. There's always like an overpowering sense of monkey in it. But Omniverse does have a better design. I like that the 4 eyes are more spread out, and I like the hair and chin hair. I think the Omnitrix being held on with like that vest, I guess you call it. I like that a lot. I think that's pretty good. Now the reboot is literally just OV. UAF. My god. Goop? Goop is like one of those aliens that I think most people write off as being underused, but I think he's fine. I don't really like the Omniverse design all too much. The UAF design is a lot better because he doesn't have the beak. Get rid of the beak, I think UAF probably still looks better. But Omniverse does look good. I like the rising random gloop parts because what Goop has for UAF, it just looks very segmented. Like this part, and this part. This one looks like all the different parts of the goo is going up towards the saucer, which I like. Reboot is like the same. It's like C tier. It's meh. It looks the same as UAF, just not as good. It doesn't. It's just very weird for the translation. Alien X is a kind of a difficult one because I love it, but it's just really boring to me. UAF is a boring B tier. Like, it's a guy, the head crown is probably the most interesting part of it, but I don't know. UAF's design is just very meh to me. That's why I think Omniverse did it way better. I think Omniverse, I like the big chin. That's controversial, I know. I like the big chin, and I think they do the stars in Omniverse way better than they do in UAF. And plus, they actually give him actual screen time, so he can actually move around and do shit. But I know that's really a limitation of what they had for him in UAF. I get that. Now, Lodestar is a sleeper pick. I really like Lodestar. He's an A tier design to me. Same with his Omniverse design. I think it's interesting that his Omniverse design was the first to ever appear in Omniverse. But I like the head crown a lot. I think the crown does really well to fit his evolve. Like, the evolution of him seems like he got stronger magnetism powers with the new Omnitrix. And to me, it makes sense that he gets that little crown. It makes me think that he's the king of magnetism. Now, Nanomech in Race Against... No, this is Alien Swarm, not Race Against Time. In Alien Swarm, he looks good. I think all the effects they use on Ben really well. And the fight, though the fight is really confusing, I think that it does look good. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably, yeah. I think B tier is fine, because I think that this version of Nanomech is also B tier. It's very... I like this one. I like this version a little bit more, just because I think the buffed out chest being a bit bigger and more broader shoulders look cool. Omniverse did a way better version. I like his wings way better in Omniverse. I like the green parts coming out because this one, the UAF version doesn't look like it have that much green on it, just like these little circuit patterns going through, which it's super boring. I like these gauntlet designs, so it makes them look more like a mechanical fairy. That's what I imagine it looks like. I like the mouth and head design a lot more too. Same with the feet. I think the leg design, even though it does look like he's wearing stilettos, I think he looks cool. Now Raph is an S tier. I don't care what you say. Raph, that's absolute S tier. Raph is great. Same with Omniverse Raph. The Luchador mask version, that one's cool. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it could probably have more work done. There it is, Luchador. I like it. I just don't like that it looks like he's wearing shoes. Like, I don't know if those are shoes or like those are still his feet. Because that'd be weird if they gave him shoes. But I really like the boxing glove look that he has. Same with the Luchador mask. And it's pretty sure he's based off of Rey Mysterio, which is awesome. I like that design a lot. I don't care what you say. Omniverse has probably my favorite Raph design because the big chin. The big chin they do better than in OV. But only for Raph, for the big chin. I say only for him. And not A tier. He's not A tier. Reboot is like B. He's fine. The eyebrows, I think, just do too much. I don't like the eyebrows. I think Ultimate Swampfire compared to his normal form, or even his Blossom form, is not as good. I think that's a solid like A tier. Like Ultimate. I like the blue. I really like the blue because it looks like it's encasing it. That's really cool to me. Like it's a, you know what it looks like? It looks like the tree cove from Subnautica. That's what it reminds me of. Ultimate Swampfire is just basically this. Just a bunch. There's a big blue orbs in a tree. That's it. But I like it. It's one of the better designs, I will say. Ultimate Spider Monkey is... it's just a gorilla. I like it when his mouth splits open. When the jaw pierces down and spurs his webbing out, I think that's really cool. But besides that, it's just a gorilla on stilts. And that's just to me. Like, that's just very mediocre. Ultimate Big Chill though, this is probably is an S tier design. I love switching from fire to ice, and he breathes fire so hot, it's cold. That's so awesome. Like, that's easily my favorite way to upgrade an alien. They did such a good job with Big Chill. Now, Ultimate Humongosaur, I think they did a way, way better job in OV. Yeah, look at this. You're telling me this doesn't go hard as hell. Like, this is Ben colors, but this looks so much better than the original. Like, it just looks so bare bones and basic. Like, it doesn't look like he evolved from it, it looks like he put on armor. And that's probably my biggest thing. Like, it's still a good design, it's just a B tier though. Now, up next are the Andromeda aliens, and next is Water Hazard. Water Hazard is cool, but his UAF form is okay at best. Now, where they peaked is his Omniverse design. I don't know how they decided to get such a cool design from Water Hazard, but dude, freaking look at him. I like all the holes that coming out with it can show from all the different parts where the water can jet out from. And to me, his midsection always looked like a mouth. Like, there are the eyes and the things coming down are like insect mouths. And I freaking love his hood. They gave him a hood that's so badass. And the hood with the 4 eyes, dude, that's so peak. That's actually, you know what? That's S tier. I'm a sucker for a good hood design. Ultimate Cannonball is bad. Like, oh god, I don't like it. Like, I know what they were going for, because when all the Ultimates, they try to get metal into the design, besides like Ultimate Spider Monkey, obviously. But, I don't know. Well, Ultimate Spider Monkey and Swampfire. And, okay, well, not all of them had metal. For some reason, like, I remember all of them having metal. Is that weird? Like, for some reason, I just always remember them going in a metal design. Metal combat. Like, more combat-esque. I don't know. It's just too much like Cannonbolt, just with spikes. It's nothing really crazy, or like give him like kinetic powers, like make him be able to bounce into an object and store kinetic energy like in Black Panther. I think that would have been a way better use instead of just giving him metal spikes. Amphibian is cool, but he peaked in his first episode. Like, that freaking transformation is so awesome. His design is an A tier to me. I like the jellyfish-like stuff from him. But UAF, I like the eyes more, I think. Yeah, I like the eyes more, and I like that the little fins, or like whatever you call them, hoods, they come down to a point instead of a smoothed out angle. I like that they come down to a point more. Now, Armadillo is awesome. I really like Armadillo. Armadillo is an A tier to me. Both of the designs are really good. OV doesn't really stray away from the design too much to give it a bad perspective. I think they changed the face up just enough to make it more distinct, and making it go down further gives it more personality. But besides that, they're pretty much the same design. Now, Ultimate Echo Echo. Now, anyone can tell you it's an S tier. It's so cool. He is so cool. Like, I don't know how they somehow made a mediocre alien into freaking peak. Like, the blue, the black they use. Oh, man. That's like one of the designs that I'd say they did, making him more human proportions way better. Instead of like a little robot dude, giving him the proportions of a regular guy makes him way better. Now, Terraspin, their designs are pretty much the same. It's just that I say this Terraspin has more holds and less like splotches, like more, not as many dots on him, I guess you could say. But I prefer Omniverses. I prefer the less holes. I prefer them looking bigger instead of like them all clumped up. And I like all the spots they used and they put on him, because I think those make him look more, the detailing makes him look more old, defined, like Master Oogway. That's the vibe I get from him. Now, NRG, you can't really say he's changed all too much, because he's kind of stayed the same. It's a good design. It's B. But him out of the suit, I'd say I still like them about equally, but I think Omniverse has a better design. Just because of all the harnesses and stuff it looks... I like all the harnessing and stuff that he uses, because it looks like he's trying to protect him while he's inside of the suit. I like that a lot. Now, Fast Track, I'll say this, I don't hate Fast Track. I like Fast Track, but he is mediocre. He's middle of the road. You know, I don't hate him. I don't love him, but his Omniverse design I do hate. Hate it a lot. I like that they gave him sunglasses. That's cool. Giving him sunglasses makes him a lot cooler. The chin does not work for Fast Track. It does not. The elongated chin, I don't like it. Not on Fast Track, at least. His head design just does not fit it. Plus, the green jumpsuit looks a lot better than the blue, but since his head is blue, I think it fits a lot better. But yeah, his design is just bad at Omniverse. I'm glad he didn't show up in the show, though. I think he was unneeded. Now, Clockwork Clockwork is an interesting design in OV because of how normal he looks. Like, he does look like a robot man. No, he's B tier. I like him enough to say he's B tier. But Omniverse just improved on his design so much. I like that his hand isn't just like a gauntlet and then normal human hands. I like that it's an actual like full, like it looks like an oversized bell with fingers. I like that. I think that makes him look a lot more alien than robot-like. And the improved winder thing is so much better. Like, this one just looks way more flat and bare. It just makes him look a little bit more boring. And I like the squished head design. It really makes him look more distinct. But besides that, Clockwork's pretty, yeah, it's fine kind of character. Ultimate Wildmutt is horrible. For such a good, decent design, they really screwed him up. Like, first off, making him talk. Why? Nobody asked for Wildmutt to talk. Nobody wanted him to talk. But hey, they did it. I say turning him red was cool. Everything else was meh. Giving him, like, a spiked bone tail was cool, I guess, but it's not enough for me to, like, sway my opinion on him. He's easily the worst Ultimate. And out of everybody, out of all the classic aliens, he gets an alien? He gets an Ultimate Alien. Wildmutt. No, I would have much rather see an Ultimate upgrade. Like, what would an Ultimate version of a Galvanic Mechamorph look like? I think it'd make him look badass. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a showrunner. Chameleon? I was gonna say Overkill because I can't remember whether or not that was his official name. I'm pretty sure his official name is Chameleon. He's fine. Like, it's cool. It's cool he has the RGB colors in his eyes. That's awesome. His Omniverse design is not good though. This is another design that I don't think the big chin does really well. Like, since his chin is such a freaking sharp point, it doesn't make him look wet and slippery like a lizard or like a salamander would. So yeah, I think UAF did a way better job on that one at least. Fuck UAF Jerry Rig. I hate UAF Jerry Rig. Oh, he's such an ugly design. I hate his face. I hate his body. His weird naked body. His stupid gremlin. Oh god, I hate it. I hate it. But yeah. That might actually be my least favorite design of all Ben 10. I hate Jury Rig UAF. Oh god, it sucks. I can't tell you how much I hate it. But his Omniverse one is such a huge improvement. Like, they turned dog shit into gold. Like, I think it genuinely looks amazing. This is a solid A tier design. I don't care what anybody says. UA or OV, Jerry Rig looks amazing. I don't care that he spawned a hat and goggles. I don't care he spawned a scarf. Oh, but the Omnitrix shouldn't do that. I don't care. He looks cool. And looks better than this shit. Who likes that? Nobody does. I hate it. Personally, I hate it. Same with Edel. F tier. These designs are ass. I hate him. Like, Edel doesn't even look like a beetle. Where does the beetle part come from? The fact that he has a horn? That's it? What? You just do a horn attack. That's all. You just... That's all. Horn attack. That's it. That's how he's a beetle? Like, that's so stupid. Now, Edel from OV is... You know what that is? That's an S tier design. That's how you save a design. Edel looks so much better. He looks like an actual beetle. He looks adorable. And his horn looks badass. He looks exactly how Edel should look. That's how he should have looked, not just Robot Man. Like, good God. I don't think anybody will disagree with me by saying UAF, Edel, easily the worst designed alien, because it's just a metal man. It sucks. Okay, now Shock Squatch, he has two very different designs, and that's what I kind of like about him. But his Heroes United form is a solid A tier. You know, actually, solid B tier. Because his Heroes United form, it doesn't look tough. He doesn't look like he would be able to actually throw a punch and it hurt. He looks way too much like a fridge. Now, Omniverse, though, I think Omniverse looks way better than UAF. Now, I think he looks way better with the yellow. The yellow really makes him pop. The forehead crown thing looks really cool. I like the shock plugs that are in his cheek, or in his, like, top of his head, I guess. I just think he looks way better than UAF. He just looks very blah. Like, the white, I don't fuck with the white hair. It's just weird to me. Okay, Ultimate Weibig is not that bad. I think it is a solid B tier. It's not great, it doesn't improve on many things, but it's solid enough for you to at least know that it's Ultimate. He grows bigger, he grows more colors, he gets a good shade of blue that I like. I just think that he should have done more, and they should have had a bigger wow factor with his Ultimate design. Alright, now that we finally ended all of the UAF, time to get into Omniverse. Now these are going to go by way quicker, because I want to do the one. Now Feedback, let me hike up the trail. Feedback is an S tier, absolute S tier. He has such an amazing design. Like, I know that he was said to be made to be the favorite. They did a good ass job. He's my favorite electricity alien by far. It's so good. Especially the kid version too. The white does just as good with the black. I just like the teenage one more, just because he has the plug going down his arms that makes him look a lot cooler to me. Now, Blocks, I've seen a lot of people hate on Blocks. Blocks is an A tier. I like all the primary colors that he uses. I also like his kit, that he's just a giant Lego morph into whatever you want. Like, that's so cool, being able to go into catapults, large walls. He's able to make himself into a big water slide. Like, that's awesome. And I don't think having a Lego gorilla is too far out there, considering we had mud people. I don't know. I think having enough out there, you could probably see this somewhere in there. Now, Gravitac is also an S tier. Gravitac is such an awesome alien because not only does he have gravity powers, which is freaking amazing, he also can turn himself into a miniature planet. That's amazing. I think him being able to make a black hole, even accidentally, is amazing. He's easily my favorite. Well, no, I'd probably say Feedback is probably my favorite out of the Omniverse aliens. Crashhopper's good. I think he's fine. I think is a problem with too much green on green kind of thing, because I prefer there being white with his original design, having white on the collar. Way better. I find that way more intriguing than just having it all be green, green, and black. Ball Weevil is simple, but effective. I think he's super cute. I think his power works in a really interesting way. I like Ball Weevil. Ball Weevil is a sleeper pick for me. I don't think enough people recognize Ball Weaver as cool. Now, Walkatrout is, I mean, I don't want to put him in F because like I don't hate him. It's just that like he doesn't have any cool abilities besides he's a slippery fish. Like he's not bad. I like the blue. I like the teeth style they used. All the jagged and jutting out, all the uneven teeth. I like those. Pesky Dusk is like a B tier, yeah. I like it more than Walkatrout because of the dream powers and being able to manipulate dreams, and having the fairy look is cool. But I've never felt that much of a connection to Pesky Dust. Now Molestache though, you think my boy Molestache isn't an S tier? Are you kidding me? You're telling me you have a choice to transform into anything, and you don't pick the one whose power is to have a super strong mustache? You're crazy. And then he talks like a formal British man, like, I say, sir, an old chap in some fisticuffs of the mustache equivalency. Like, that's awesome. How do you not love Molestache? And he can fly with his mustache like Tails? You know, it's not awesome. The worst. Now, he's not my least favorite. I don't think the worst is the worst. I just find it goofy that they gave him underwear, of all things, like actual proper underwear. And the Omnitrix symbol is embedded in his belly button. That's just nah. I just don't like that design. His design doesn't scream out, oh my god, oh he's so cute, but useless, or he's so powerful. Kickenhawk though, Kickenhawk is a solid A tier. I think Kickenhawk is really cool, especially since he's said to be Ben's best martial arts alien. And he's a chicken, or a chicken hawk. God, it's so cool. No, and I actually like Kickenhawk even more because now I have experiences with chicken hawks trying to kill my chicken, so I had to, had to chase one away by grabbing its leg and freaking throwing that bitch straight across my backyard, made it fly away. Made sure that thing didn't come back. I mean, that's damn sure. Now, Topic is a mid design to me, because I think the chamber with horns coming out makes him look really cool. It does make him look ominous, but the fat design really pulls him down. Like, it makes him look more goofy than anything. If they changed the design to it being a bit more, like, slender, probably a bit more, like, caged figure, I think that'd make it look a lot cooler. Now, Astrodactyl is a character I feel like, or an alien that people don't usually talk about enough because of how much he's overshadowed by Jet Ray. I think he is a solid A tier, and I'm done with people saying that he isn't. Astrodactyl is cool because not only does he have those cool wings, the jetpack that can use his own energy to like blast open giant pockets with it. The sonic booms from his jetpack. He has laser whips. He can breathe a giant laser beam from his mouth. It's super cool. He does talk really annoying though, so I'll give him that. Bullfrag is awesome. He just gives off badass energy. I like the shades. I love the accent that he has. The fact that he was an incursion and he was able to become undercover in the entire storyline was awesome. I love that shit so much. To be fair, he is not as powerful as the majority of Ben's aliens, but hand to hand, I think he does do a really good job. So that's a solid A tier. Atomics, this is probably a pretty controversial opinion. Atomics is S tier to me. I love the voice. I'm a sucker for his design. I know people say like, oh, But he's too much of a robot. He's not supposed to look like a robot. And I don't like robot design either, but Atomics is an exception. I think he does the robot design really well because of the green and white color. Like, oh man, I'm a sucker for anything green and white color theme. But Atomics is so freaking cool. He looks buff. Like, he looks like he's supposed to be a giant nuclear reactor. The only thing I don't really like is the cone head. I don't like cone head designs. That's just me, though. But Atomics is one of my favorites, I gotta say. And Gutrot? Gutrot's a sleeper pick. He's a living chemistry set that can make any gas possible. I definitely think he's an A tier. I like Gutrot quite a bit. I think he's definitely one of the aliens that people sleep on a lot. Same with Vampire. Vampire's an A tier. I think the mind control is really cool. Him being able to fly, being able to turn that tiny bat form. I think that's all really cool. I can get why people can say that his uniform looks too boring because of how green it looks. But I think Ben needed a cool vampire design to round out all of the other monster designs he has. I think Vampire is a good alien to end off. And, you know, Omniverse. Me personally, I like him. I think he did a pretty good job being the last alien, but I know a lot of other people don't. Now, the reboot aliens, how little there are, I do like some of them, but there is one I absolutely fucking hate. Out of any design in the entire series, I hate one of these 5 the most. Overflow, solid B tier. You know, at least they were trying to copy off of a Peak design. They didn't do a good job, but you know, they did a serviceable job. I don't like the 2 water canisters on the side of his head. It makes it too much like they're like cat or like dog ears. I don't know. I feel like the design would be a lot better without it. Or if they did, they would have had it made like a water hazard with a hood. Now, Gax is awesome. I really like that they gave Ben a Vilgax transformation. Like, him transforming into Vilgax is really cool. And the fact that his name is Gax just makes me giggle. Like, I think Gax is just a funny name to give something. Same with Shockrock. You know what? I'll say it. Shockrock, that's an S tier design. I fuck with Shockrock heavily. I love his electricity. Oh, I guess you can kind of tell. I'm a sucker for electricity aliens. Anything with electricity is cool. That's a fact. The blue electricity, I'm a sucker for. I find it so cool that he was able to have different effects on the aliens in the Omnitrix, because I think like in the reboot, his DNA got like damaged and started calling all of his species to come invade the Omnitrix. But I hate Slapback. Slapback is so stupid to me because his power is that he's made of metal. He can duplicate, which is the 3rd fucking time that they had to use that. And that he can only duplicate while slapping himself on the back? Like, that's such a weird, specific way to duplicate yourself, and that his mass grows as he duplicates. That's cool, I guess. But that's so stupid. Slapback I just fucking hate. Like, I can't even put it into words, I just fucking hate him. Same with this guy. You wanna know how much I hate him? I don't even know his name. I don't know his name, but I know he's an X. Surge, okay. What does he do? Surge, flight, levitation, hand speed, strength. Omni Linguini. Optic lasers, force fields. Okay, so that's cool, I guess. Like, that's not a bad set of powers. Only problem is he's a fucking X. He's just an X. Like, it's an X with a fucking eye on it. And it ended the world? It's a fucking X. And that's the best design they come up with? One of the 3 big ending. And the big bad design that they have for the alien that Ben gets, the final alien he gets in the reboot series, it's a fucking X. I hate it. It's horrible. The worst design in the entire fucking series. I hate it so goddamn much. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. But now that we are finally here, let's get with the final S tier. Now, obviously, I gotta put my boy Upgrade and Ditto in. Now, those two are absolute prerequisite. Those two are my absolute favorite of all time. Now, I also gotta put in Feedback. And you know who else? Boom, Gravitak. Gotta put him in as well. And Water Hazard. I think this is a good 5. Now, up next, I'm gonna put in Atomics, so that'll be my main powerhouse. And you know who else I'm gonna put in? The GOAT, Mustache, of course. Accelerate has to be in as well. Ooh, okay. I mean, yeah, I gotta put in. I was either debating between Heat Blast or Swamp Fire, because they're both really good. I'm putting in Heat Blast though. I think I like Heat Blast just slightly a little bit more than I like Swamp Fire. For the final one, this is where the final one, you know what? It's gonna be Shock Rock. I'm putting Shock Rock in. Now, you may be thinking, whoa. Why the hell did you not put in any UA aliens? That's quite simple. I didn't choose them. Any of them, you could probably talk me out of putting Mustache and replacing him with either Chroma Stone, Big Chill, or Swamp Fire. But no, I'm keeping Mustache. That's my boy. But yeah, this is my entire list.
Bye.